Welcome to Real McCoy TV, where faith intertwines with daily life, empowering us to inspire positive change. Our mission is not just to share our story, but to uplift our community and celebrate authentic tales of faith and family. Journey with us and witness Cleveland's vibrant sports scene alongside heartwarming church events and cherished family moments, all showcasing our shared values. New content graces your screens every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday evenings, making it easy to engage with us on this enlightening adventure. We invite you to be part of the Real McCoy experience. Whether you wish to call in, join discussions, or collaborate, your voice matters. Plus, support our mission through Cash App, GoFundMe, or Patreon. Together, we create a thriving community of faith and support where every contribution counts.
Yeah. We here, man. We won. I had to tap out last night. My connection got crazy. It don't matter. We won. The whole time I'm thinking we up 16. My game went out. I'm listening. Y'all heard. Go back and look at the game 7 watch party. Me and the Pepsi game. We had a blast. Get some only on Real McCoy TV, man. You get candid talk like how we put it down. But about to look at this Donovan Mitchell. No, I'm about to look at this Mitchell and the Cavs recap the series in the conference. They saying Donovan Mitchell met the moment. I gotta agree. Kick it over to here.
Did you lose a lot of money sports betting on DraftKings or
appreciate y'all. Hit the repost, man. We in here.
You may qualify for up to 7.
Sure it is.
Donovan, Kenny said that you guys won the force battle pretty handedly tonight.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say it again.
Kenny said that you guys won the force battle pretty handedly tonight. Just what did it take coming out from the opening tip to set the tone and carry that the entire way through this game?
I think the biggest thing is just, a response from Game 6, right? I think at the end of the day, we did a lot of really good things for 3.5 games, right? And then Game 6 was a letdown. And ultimately, it's just how do you respond? I've been saying to you that since I got here, right? It's not going to be just, straightforward black and white. And, it's a little bit of a blow to us, how we respond, how we came out Game 6. But the biggest thing is we responded with force for 48 minutes tonight, right? Like, there was no life, especially in a hostile environment. But that was the biggest thing, is just how do you respond and not letting the moment become too big.
And then I know that you have bigger goals as an individual. I know that you have bigger goals as a team. But this is the first time that you have gotten to the conference finals. For you, what does this mean?
A breath of fresh air, but like you said,
breath of fresh air. That's it.
Come here,
just like finals.
Like the season, even last year, like when we lost to Indiana,
I'm gonna detect a little cap. The way he came out was like he knew they needed this game. He knew it was serious, and they handled business, man.
We had our goals set on getting to the finals, and we're just one step closer. But yeah, it's been almost a decade of running into the same issue, right? Like, you know what I mean? So for sure, I personally, and as a team, we can breathe a little bit, but in the same token, we can only breathe for about 12 hours and then get right back to it. So it's a balance. It's a blessing. God's good. I wouldn't be here without my teammates.
Amen.
We got work to do coming up for sure.
Hey, Jared. Kenny said that he had dinner last night with Dan Gilbert, and one of the things that Dan said was that you are the spark for this team. Mm-hmm. When you hear that coming from the guy who runs the organization,
right,
what does that mean to you, and what goes through your head?
It means a lot that the organization, even from top to bottom, has that level of trust in it. And he sent me a message before the game as well, just stating how important, how much of an impact that he believes that I can have on this game and this whole series. And it's motivating, especially when somebody like that, with that stature, has that confidence in me, and it gives me that extra push.
And Donovan, we've talked to Jared about this a few different times, but obviously, a narrative has followed Jared since he talked about the lights and how bright they were at MSG. What do you make of the criticisms that he receives, and how happy are you for him to have this kind of performance?
He said that one time. He said that one time 2 years ago, and people ran with it. Like, he was just keeping it real. What else do you expect? I like that he kept it real. It's like, yo, lights was too bright
in this moment.
It's hard for me to care, but he don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, man, like, I don't think he has an iPhone. I'm just messing with him. I really don't think he does. No, like he doesn't, like, it doesn't faze him. And when you have a guy who's so talented and so good at what he does and so selfless, for us, it's like, man, like, that's whatever. He made a comment and the world ran with it. And if he didn't say that and we still lost, there would still be comments. We could have lost the series, we lost the Indiana series. There's always going to be something, right? There's always going to be something. And I think for us, and for him to see him just continue to be himself the entire time, he didn't come out there and say, man, I got to find a way to get this off my back. Like, no, it was like, I'm just going to be the same JA I've been since. It's been the same guy since I got here, right? Like, same guy throughout. He doesn't listen. He doesn't probably see what you guys say, which I think also helps, but like, he doesn't care. He's just going to be who he is for us, and we know who he is for us. And I think that's the biggest thing, man. Like, the narratives are going to be the narratives. Doesn't matter if you win, lose, draw, whatever. It's going to be something. So I'm always happy for his success. This is his second Game 7, and I joked with him. I was like, man, like, it's just who you are now. Like, Game 7 JA, right? It's Black History Month JA and Game 7 JA. So, but no, on a serious note, like, this is just who he is. He's been phenomenal for us ever since even before I got here. He's been phenomenal in Brooklyn. I'm glad people are starting to see who he really is and who he is too. Not just us as a team, but who he is in the NBA.
Game 7 JA or Game 6 Clay?
Yeah, how you team?
2.
For either of you guys, are both, this has not been an easy playoff run. 2 games.
What did he say?
Phenomenal in Brooklyn. I'm glad people are starting to see who he really is and who he is too. Not just us as a team, but who he is in the NBA.
Game 7 JA or Game 6 Clay?
I mean, Game 7 JA. Come on. 2-2.
Yeah, easy.
For either of you guys, are both, this has not been an easy playoff run. 2 Game 7s for y'all, ups and downs and such. Just kind of what maybe kind of growth have you seen from you guys as a team since the start of this playoffs? Like what stood out to you about that?
Look, gotta give a shout out to Fanatics View. That's what we on right now. They got 72,000 subscribers, and they got the interview. They got the post game interview. It's crazy. They only got 370 views, and I know I'm gonna do like at least 2,000. It's interesting that these bigger channels is interesting.
I would say our resiliency. I mean, 2 Game 7s back-to-back series like this is definitely hard, definitely tough on the body, definitely tough on the mind. But you can see people digging in and accepting the challenge. You can see people getting in early for treatment. You can see people finding a way to make sure that their bodies are in tip-top shape, and that takes a lot of resiliency that we had to learn in these series, that we had to learn going throughout playing these tough defensive-minded teams. So to answer your question, just seeing our resiliency and our mindset.
And then for you, Jared, Katie spoke to this, as well, just like you guys were struggling early in the season in December, January. You really gave Donovan credit for sort of holding you guys together and not sort of splintering the group. What did you see from him in those moments, and how do you feel like his leadership has maybe helped lift you guys through this?
It's incredible. I hope Don knows this. I'll follow him into war, and I'll trust every single decision that he makes, every single shot that he takes, every single word that he speaks in the locker room. It speaks volumes to how he is as a person. He tries to follow his own message. It's easy for the team, easy for myself to follow somebody that goes out there and gives 110% no matter what. And high-level character guy as well. That makes it even easier for not only the guys who've been in the league, who've seen guys like him who don't lead in certain ways, but especially for the young guys as well to follow that lead. So to me, it was incredible for him to keep us together during those times.
Thank you.
No matter what happens, the rest
This
of the
interview would have been different if they lost, y'all.
Game 7, you've reached the conference finals. Is that proof that this group works?
I mean, I've felt this way since we got here, right? Like, you know what I mean? And I think for us, we can't really look at it and say, all right, we did it. We got this conference finals. This is, hey man, that's not the end all, right? We still got more to do. But even when you guys have asked me all season, to Jay's credit, like, do we believe? Yeah. It's not going to be always cookie cutter, black and white, right in front of you, right? And it's all about belief in the locker room. And we got
if the Cavs win the championship this year, it breaks the mold on how you get to the ship. Rocky year, there was 50, 500 before the All-Star break, really, maybe a couple games over. And then Jared Allen sparked a run before the trades and everything. Jared Allen been balling. This team was figuring it out. I would like to see Tyson play more, but team's a little different. We're going to see. I hope Tyson really get to play against the Knicks. We expecting big things out of Dane Wade to go against Brunson. We got to figure out what we're going to do with Cat, but we got 2 bigs. Hopefully they can figure it out.
So I believe we've all been a believer since day one, and we got more work to do, no matter what happens. And even if we lost tonight, I still believe in this group. Like, it doesn't waver just based on the result. Our process and what we've been doing has been exceptional. And we're always gonna have bumps in the road, but it's how we stick together. And to Jay's point, like, we'll go to war with each other any day of the week.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I got the ad.
Donovan, there's a few players on this team that know Sam Merrill the way that you do, especially from Utah days and all these things. He's come back from a hamstring during his playoff run.
Merrill.
His tooth knocked out. He's been playing through illness.
He did get his tooth knocked out.
Learn about Sam Merrill through this postseason run.
He's a fighter. I think we talk about Max Strus. Like, we talk about 2 shooters, right? Max and Sam, and obviously Dean. We talk about Max Strus being a maniac. Sam's quietly right there.
I'm not going front. I wanted Jared Allen and Mobley to be, the Bash Bros. Remember Mighty Ducks? That's what I wanted them to be. But come to find out, you can't change the script. The Bash Bros was 2 white dudes, man. It's Sam Merrill and Strus, man. It's Sam Merrill and Strus, man. We got our Bash Bros.
Not his vocal aspects. And I'm glad he has his moments like this where the world can see it. I think a lot of times it gets overlooked. And I think you see he was a plus 22 tonight, outside of just having 23 points. Like, him being on the floor, I even got into it with Kenny when he took him out. Like, man, keep him on the floor, right? Like, it's just one of those things where you just want him out there. You just want, and he does it. Whether it's a hammy, it's an ankle, it's a hand, it's whatever, sickness. Like, birth of his kid, like, he just is like, man, I don't care. I'm here with you guys. Like, and I think that just speaks to the group. But when you have guys like,
I'm happy.
Like you said, I've seen him.
I'm happy Donovan doing that.
For me, as a player, not just as a 3-point shooter, but as a guy we can depend on in every situation. It's huge.
Jared, the offensive identity of this team has fluctuated throughout this season. Obviously, James Harden coming in, it slows it down a little bit more, but you guys have gotten back to playing with pace, ball movement, body movement. How important is that identity to you guys being who you want to be?
Yes.
Huge. But it's like you said, we have different identities when different players are on the court. We're able to adapt to many different styles of play. But when we play that basketball where first we're getting stops and then everybody's running, the ball is moving, I feel like we can beat any team. I feel like we can go out there and be at the highest level of Cavs basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, everybody's involved, and that just speaks to Don and James getting us in our offense.
Jared, speaking of that, Donovan just seemed like he was on a mission to attack right out of the gate repeatedly. And I think he had 3 assists on your first 4 buckets. So, like, what did that do for you guys as a whole? What kind of tone did that set?
That's huge, especially for the leading scorer of our team to come out with a mindset not to score the ball, but to get everybody else going. I think that really set the tone for the game for us offensively. And Donovan knows he can go get a bucket at any time. We all believe that. But he got everybody else going. He got me first quick 6 points. Everybody was scoring. Sam was scoring. Max was getting it, all because Don was attacking downhill and distributing the ball. And his points came later. He found a way to impact the game, getting everybody else going. And second half, he did his own thing.
And then for Donovan, what challenge do the Knicks present, and does it add a special layer for your first conference finals to be going back home?
Yeah, I mean, my fiance joked that we'd be at home regardless, right? So we might as well play some basketball while we're at the crib. So no, it's going to be special, for sure. But they are a talented team. They obviously starts with Jalen Brunson and Cat, but Mikal, Noji have been phenomenal. Josh Hart, you look at their bench, has been great. So, we know them obviously, but I think the biggest thing is they've been off for they got a bunch of rest, so we got to be ready to go from the jump from game 1. And to that point is, yeah, it's great. I get to play at home, but like doesn't matter. We got to be locked in and ready to go. And I know we will be, and they're a tough team, and we're excited.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Merrill. We got Merrill next.
Sam, how are you kind of taking in the moment? You guys went in this game 7 in dominant fashion, and the role you were able to play in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take moments like this for granted. Nothing better than winning the game 7 on the road, no doubt.
Yeah, Merrill.
So my rookie year when I was in Milwaukee, that was the KD foot on the line game, and I was on the opposite baseline. So when he made that shot, I thought it was a 3. So I thought we were done. And win a game like that, like those, and then here win a game like this, like these are some of the best moments you can have. And
Merrill locked in.
We got such a good group, such a resilient group, and
I better find his tooth.
we have a lot more that we want to achieve, but you can't take a moment like this for granted.
Obviously, it's a team, it's a group, but Donovan Mitchell has made it known how much he wanted to get past this second round. And what can you say about his performance tonight, and just how meaningful is that for you to see him get to that conference finals for the first time?
Donovan is someone that I hard to describe like what Donovan means to me. I remember when I was in the G League with the Charge, there was one time where we would go after them. So one time I was out there early shooting. They had finished, and so I was just sitting on the side, and he was sitting there, and he came up, and we talked, and we had known each other from the Utah days, but he didn't have to do that. And the moment I signed, got called up from the Charge, like he's been such a great dude, and I feel like even though we've only played together for now 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, I feel like the Utah days for him I was a part of, because I was in Utah. I was at Utah State. I grew up a Jazz fan. Like that was very important to me. Like I was at his first game. I went to a couple playoff games his rookie year. So you're not going to find a guy more happy for him than I am. But I know he wants more, and we all want more.
You want more?
Hey Sam, what goes through your mind when you think Game 7, Jared Allen?
He was great the whole game, but how about third quarter, Game 7, Jared Allen? Like he did the same thing in that Toronto game, just completely took the game over. Did that tonight. I looked up at one point early in the third, and he only had 3 rebounds, but it felt like he had completely dominated the glass.
Merrill.
Just they couldn't get an offensive rebound, and then he just does that work. When he's taking off from just inside the free throw line, he's feeling good, and so cool to see one of my favorite dudes on the planet. It's so fun when he takes over a game like that.
We've talked about this a few times, but Kenny even mentioned that Jared's kind of the barometer for you guys. Can you characterize his importance to your success?
Yeah, no doubt. And he's always solid. He never plays bad. Like he does his job, and is a really good player for us. But like I said before, whether it's getting into that mode or us finding him more, or I don't know exactly what clicks, but when he gets into that mode, like he looks like one of the best players in the world. And when he's like that with James and Don and Evan, like we're tough to beat.
Yeah.
Just this whole playoff road for you guys obviously hasn't been easy. 2 7-game series. Just how would you describe just kind of the growth, how you guys have grown as a team throughout this run?
Yeah, isn't that what Bill Simmons says? You just have to go 4-3 in every series, right? It's a grind. Like we've played 2 extremely physical teams, and to be able to continually get better throughout the series, I think is a big step for us. finding a way to win a couple on the road here, finding a way to figure out the rebounding, especially in this game here. You'd love to sweep every series, but I think these have been great opportunities for us to.
As a Cavs, I would love for y'all to sweep every series.
And just continue to get better. And that's what the playoffs are about. You got to keep getting better, make adjustments, and then find a way to win.
Okay. Sam, you guys rebounded them, crushed them in points in the paint. Obviously, the narrative around this team for a long time has been toughness, yada yada yada. To do that again,
I thought y'all was very tough, Cavs.
Kind of playoff tangible areas.
I thought y'all was very tough.
I've never believed, that stuff. I think we've definitely grown in areas. There's no doubt, and that's what happens when you go through playoff series and wars and disappointments and whatnot. You have to grow. But I think our resiliency throughout this run so far has been really important and has really grown. Game 5, Toronto, we were down a half. They had the crazy game winner, Game 6. We're down in the first half, Game 7, down 2-0 in this series. There's a potential clinching game at home. Like all that stuff are opportunities to fold, and we have really responded as a group. And it's not going to get any easier. We're obviously playing a great team coming up, so we're going to have to continue to grow in those areas.
And to that point,
the link to join the chat is on the YouTube.
You guys have changed a lot.
It's the YouTube. If you wanna,
how much more prepared do you guys feel?
Want to say something?
Yeah, like you said, it's basically two completely different teams, but it is kind of full circle, like you said, and they're firing on all cylinders right now, and so we know it's going to be a challenge. But like I said, like you just keep getting better, just keep growing, keep working through things. We feel confident about the group that we have, the talent that we have, the coaching that we have, that we'll be able to give ourselves a real chance here.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, you touched on it a little bit, your relationship with Donovan, but can you just refer to him as the beacon of this team, whether things are going good or bad? Everyone looks to him. I'm curious, why is he a guy that this whole team is so willing to step in line behind and follow?
One, you see the work that he puts in every day. He's one of the first ones in the gym. Me, Max, and him always joke about who's going to be the first one in every day, and he takes care of his body. When you see him on the court, like his workouts are very difficult. Like he goes really hard, but again, it's that just relentless positivity that he has. He'll yell occasionally and get after it, but it's all.
Yo, shout out to Feldman, man. Go over there on the Spaces. I didn't realize he was going live.
And that's what we've
needed. Over there enjoying that Spaces. I'm about to hop over there.
Struggling early. His leadership, his commitment to developing camaraderie and chemistry, all that stuff he does such a great job of, and that's why we look up to him so much.
What do you think of the 25 buses that Dan Gilbert had everyone come out for tonight? Could you hear the fans?
Oh yeah, they were fantastic.
It was 24 buses. Somebody tried to say it was one. My mom tried to say it was one.
This summer, the way that they take care of the whole organization, the way they take care of families. We got the best family room in the league, I think. They're always doing stuff for our wives and my kids, and it's just top to bottom a first class organization, and it's because of the Gilbert family. So them bringing up all these people, and they were very, very loud, and it was a lot of fun, really cool to see.
Sam, obviously you guys don't control the schedule, but with the 2 series going 7, you guys have had a game every other day for a while now. That will obviously continue in the next series. You're playing a Knicks team that's been all for days on that series
because he creates turnovers, and if he gets hot from 3, and you got Strus and Merrill going, now we really got something going. I think tomorrow I'm pretty excited. The Cavs might be a little bit tired, but it also might be the game to kind of because the Knicks have been playing for 10 days, so it's going to be interesting. If the Cavs are not mentally and physically fatigued, tomorrow's kind of the game to steal. I don't want to be down 2-0 because trying to come back 2-0 twice, yeah, it can be done, but it's very difficult. Like, I really want to take one in New York, and I see that the line already came down. Originally, it was Knicks 7.5. It's now down for him. We got to get Harden going, and we'll be in good shape. They're a good team. It's not going to be easy. It's not.
Spaces now, y'all.
Take one in New York. I think you really get their attention because I think not only the fans overconfident, the Knicks players are also overconfident.
Yeah, the fans are definitely overconfident in the motherfucker. I know that. But D, what's good, man?
What up? Good morning. You know how I'm feeling, man. I just finished listening to the post conference. I was interested to hear what they had to say, man. I'm just hyped for this New York. I'm not worried about New York, man. I think we match up better with them. I don't think they got that stopper that Donovan been going against the last 2 series. So I'm hyped. You know, I ain't gonna over talk, but I am streaming now, so I had to pop in. You know what I'm saying, in the spaces. I'm gonna do listen now. I wanted to hear more about what y'all got to say. I know how I'm feeling. Fuck the Knicks, man. We might get them up out of here.
I agree, nigga. I agree. You ain't worried about Brunson either.
Bruh, you know I'm not. You know I'm not. I think we got too many people to put on. I like. All right, I'll put it like this: who you got, Cade or Brunson?
You said Cade or Brunson?
Yeah, who you think? Who you think better or could hurt the Cavs more? I'll go with Cade. So it's like I'm not scared of Brunson. I'm not scared of him.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't see what can Brunson do that Cade couldn't do. But I don't see.
I ain't trying to diss you, Cade. I mean Brunson, but Cade. I just watch Cade. Cade is a monster, bro. Especially if he focused and ain't tired. But I don't think Brunson got what Cade got. No offense to no New York. I know y'all gonna pull up in a minute. I don't see it, bro. And then we got two bigs to go against Cat. They got to figure out Cat.
Yeah, yeah. No, for sure. For sure. King, what up, man?
All right, I just heard that nonsense y'all just said, bro. Stop putting disrespect on Brunson's name. Please and thank you.
What disrespect?
We're not gonna compare Cade Cunningham. Who isn't this his first playoff run?
I put
NBA Cade Cunningham?
I put Van Carroll in that same range too, though.
So it's the second. So last year, what round did they get into? Were they out the first round? I don't remember.
First round against the Knicks.
Okay.
Carrying the team on his back, Cade Cunningham.
Carrying the team on his back until it mattered.
But he carried the team on his
Until it matters.
See,
that's the thing. That's the thing about the playoffs, right? You can say that somebody's carrying them, but then when it matters and they don't show up and they scored 12 points and look horrible, that's normally what happens with young players. I don't think that's gonna happen with Jalen Brunson. He's gonna go get them buckets. He's gonna go score 30.
And what else besides that, bro?
I agree, though.
What he gonna do?
He gonna get that 30.
Yeah, he's gonna get that 30. He's gonna put constant pressure on your defense, constant pressure on your offense to score all game. That's what he does. It's not about Cade Cunningham having 8-9 assists, 7 rebounds, and
crazy defense. Crazy defense.
Exactly. Like
crazy defense. When did it happen? When did it matter?
Bruh, he was balling.
He was balling.
I think we choked him out.
So you can't discredit Cade though, bro.
No, Cade was fine.
I'm not discrediting Cade, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, Jalen Brunson is not. So you think Brunson is a better? I think Cade. If I'm fantasy drafting, I'm going with Cade. No offense. Yes, but we don't play basketball and play sports in the playoffs for fantasy.
He's just a better scorer, King. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine. He could be a better scorer, but that's
what about everything else?
Basketball, you got to score.
But what about every other facet of the game?
It don't matter in the playoffs, bro. In the playoffs, when you're the best player on your team in the playoffs, you have to score. You can't be sitting there saying, well, I got 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. That's not going to cut it when you have bums on your team that can't offer. You have a Azor Thompson who can't score on your team. You have Jalen Duren who can't score on your team. You have Tobias Harris who's like 40 years old. You can't rely on him to score on your team.
So what you saying?
Sit here and drop 12 points, bro. I don't care about your rebounds and assists.
So what you got the Knicks? You got the Knicks in what? Because it sounds like you got the Knicks in what?
No, I don't got the Knicks in anything. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of both teams to have an opinion on who's gonna win.
You came in here hollering though.
Like what? This is the problem with casuals. You just talk like you knew.
All my casuals, I watch basketball.
Nah, you call my shit silly.
Exactly.
I know teams, but I don't know about them playing together. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I know that when they match up, this is what I don't know." So I'm not gonna sit here and be like,
"You not watch either series."
I'm not even talking about the series. I'm talking about the players. I'm not talking about the series. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the players. So I need y'all to relax. Because I ain't saying that the Knicks gonna beat anybody. I'm saying what I'm saying is that
don't sit here and say Jalen Brunson's going to play similar to what Cade did. No, Jalen's going to go get them buckets. That, King. We are going to sit here and say fuck Jalen Brunson, bro. I didn't say you can't say fuck Jalen Brunson. I didn't say that.
My only gripe. You said our shit is silly. We just predicting that Brunson won't have the success that Cade's been having in the playoffs against the Cavs. That's I think what we saying. Like I don't see him. He gonna go for that 30 for sure. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't think that. I don't think that when it comes down to it, I think that the matchup just off of offensively, I think that the Knicks are better than Detroit. I think defensively, Detroit is better than the Knicks. So it's going to be a different type of dynamic.
I gotta agree with that. They're more offensive team.
You're gonna have to be a lot more perimeter-based defense this series. Last series, y'all was taking away the inside. Their bigs did nothing. Durant did nothing. Y'all was giving up a lot of threes, a lot of shots. They was falling. This is a series where you can't let those shots fall. You can't be lackadaisical on the perimeter. You can't have Harden running around not knowing what he's doing, not getting back on defense. What you predicting, bro? I want to know your prediction, bro. I don't have a series prediction. I really don't. But you think we gonna lose, right? No, I don't think that y'all gonna lose. Right now, if I have to call it, it's a toss-up. It's 50-50. It's really 50-50. It's gonna come down whoever snags whoever takes control of home field. So if y'all go snatch one in New York, like you said, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on them. And New York is known to give up a home game randomly.
If Cat playing on the perimeter, they cooked.
I mean,
hot take.
It could.
If he's gonna be out there on that perimeter, they gonna be cooked.
It depends on how y'all play, because if y'all giving up them shots and Cat start hitting them threes,
our weakness is rebound.
Hey, I feel better. I feel good about this matchup.
I do too. This is the one I feel most comfortable.
Well, you're gonna have to get stops in the playoffs, bro. Like, scoring is cool and everything, but you got to get some stops, bro. Yeah, you got to get stops. They got good enough. They got good perimeter defenders to get some stops. Like, you got to go against OG. OG not no bum. Josh Hart not no bum.
He's out. He's out right now dealing with a hamstring injury. He just got back fully participating, but he's not clear to play yet.
We ain't got no bums on our team either, though, King. You said what? We ain't got no bums on our team either.
Oh, it's fire, but I don't think
y'all just benched the bum.
Phil, you think
complaining about a bum starting
could defend Mitchell as well as the first, like Scotty Barnes and because that one boy for Detroit, he got crazy defense. He don't shoot, but that content dude.
King, I feel like you secretly are expecting us to lose series. No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that it sounds like you secretly expecting us to lose. I'm not saying that y'all gonna lose. I'm just saying that the series dynamic is not the same as Detroit. Man, it's Cleveland, bro. We don't give a fuck, King. We don't give a fuck about that shit, bro.
Listen, King, listen now.
Shout out to King, man.
You can't be in this door halfway and shit now. You talking about Cleveland and the Cavs? I'm pulling up to Cleveland. I don't be in Cleveland. Niggas gonna think I live there.
Yeah, we can't even go to the store together at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You saying people gonna think I live there? I'm gonna be there so much.
Hey.
For the football game.
I ain't letting you hit the mile or nothing.
You don't get to do that.
And just because I don't think y'all gonna 4-0 sweep these niggas don't mean that I'm saying no.
You didn't even give us a prediction though. Drop some. What you think?
King freaking me like I said. No, King, you came in here defending Jalen Brunson. You might as well change your profile to a Knicks profile. I'm not defending Jalen Brunson. All I was saying is that it's going to be a different dynamic. Yes, Cade is a better overall player. He affects the game in different ways in the stat sheet. But when it comes down to scoring in the playoffs, which is the most important thing in the playoffs, is your star showing up. I think that Jalen Brunson is not going to have games like Cade Cunningham where he's just out there looking crazy and he's not able to score. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think you got too much faith in Jalen Brunson.
And real talk, Cade was just missing shots.
You got too much faith in Jalen Brunson.
He was fired, but he missed.
But he was missing shots. Why? Because he obviously he came back from his injury, so he wasn't as in full shape as he should have been. But also, he's fucking exhausted. He was tired. He was doing everything for that team. You're doing everything. So
that's what Brunson does, though. Do you see what I'm saying?
Brunson is not a rebounder. Brunson is not the leading assist guy. He's not the person that sets up the entire offense. The offense completely runs to him for everybody else to get shots. That's not how their offense runs.
All right.
So
You fool me.
Cade gets the ball, he has to run the offense. He has to get everybody in position. No, when Jalen Brunson gets the ball, he's getting the ball to score. He's not getting the ball to pass the ball and set other people up.
This not about to be that. This not about to be that. This not about to be the Jalen Brunson show, bro. I'm sorry, that ain't.
No, I don't think
It's not, bro. It's not happening. So this is not a good series. If you were a Jalen Brunson fan, bro, this is not a good series for you to watch, thinking that this nigga just about to just be cooking for 30 and 40, and we about to just be getting our ass whooped. That shit ain't happening, bro. I'm sorry, it's not.
Who is Brunson gonna guard?
As soon as Jalen Brunson walk in, main defender.
Man, hey, as soon as Jalen Brunson walk in the arena, he gonna forget the recipe. He's not cooking shit. He's not dropping 30. Yeah, I'm with Cleveland, bro. Cleveland is 6. I don't give a damn what you say.
If Brunson don't average 30, King, you got them winning? Like, what if he don't have a 30-point game? You got the Knicks winning?
Not averaging 30.
I'm trying to see where you at, King.
30, and let's say Cat is not averaging like 24. I don't see them winning.
I think Cat gonna be their leading scorer. Cat gonna have to be their leading scorer, bro. It ain't gonna be Brunson.
Bruh, New York Knicks pick up sticks, a house full of bricks, calves, and sticks.
Damn.
Okay.
Bars.
Hit it all.
I'm feeling that.
But no, I think it's gonna be a good series. I think this is gonna be a very offensive series.
King, you need to worry about the Spurs respectfully. You need to worry about the Spurs.
Why?
You need to up in the OKC space and worry about the team that could possibly knock you on this side.
Wait a minute. So I have to worry about the Spurs.
Yes.
But y'all don't have to worry about the Knicks.
We nervous. It ain't in the bag.
What I have to do.
Now we're on your team with OKC.
Yeah, focus on the. Go ahead, Robinson. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Just trying to figure that out.
Yeah, what I'm trying to tell you is that you should worry about Wemby and not Brunson. We gonna take care of Brunson. Let us take care of Brunson. We know. We ain't worried about the Spurs. We know he scored. We know what he can do. Okay, but you need to worry about motherfucking Victor Wembanyama over there, nigga. Worry about Castle over there.
I don't got to worry about Castle.
I know. I think the Knicks is the smallest team to play against in the playoffs.
In the series, they whoop your ass in the cup.
Bro, regular.
You are underrated.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How many times did we play them with our full roster? Okay, if you don't know the answer, please shut up and talk.
That's a wild question, bro. How does it
happen? J-Dub really played the season.
You're never gonna.
Isaiah Hartenstein didn't play 3 of the games. One of the games they didn't play.
Basketball. It's
and one of the games that we played only had 7 players. So why are you trying to tell me about the regular season series this year?
Shout out to the Hope. You a top tier troll this month.
Everyone's playing hurt no matter what.
Brother, we played them and we didn't have 3 of our starters starting in multiple of those games. Brother.
It said Knicks. It said Cavs versus Knicks. They didn't say who was playing or whatever.
That game tonight?
Yeah, the game's tonight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not the Cavs. The Spurs versus OKC is tonight.
I ain't gonna lie, King. I just feel like they got y'all number.
We got to see. We got to play out.
I think it's going to be a good series. I can't wait to see how it go down.
It's going to be a great series. It'll be a great series.
But I'm definitely, man, stepping, man, for the cast, man. I feel like I'm all for it, man. Like, I'm not really, I ain't worried, man. You know what I mean?
I'm not nervous.
Get this far.
I'm not nervous because it looked dark after game 6, but they came and showed me something game 7, bro. I ain't gonna front, bro.
I mean, we started off the year 17 and 16, man. You know what I'm saying? The Cavs was rolled off a lot during the season, I think, but we here now.
I see you at the parade, fella. I see you at the parade. You know,
we got momentum. We got momentum, man. It is what it is. All the Knicks fans that's in the listeners, man. It is what it is, man. Like, y'all ain't fucking with us, man, respectfully.
Nice to meet y'all, though.
Y'all ain't fucking with us, man.
It's nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, you know.
Hey man, I just looked up in the jumbo. Yeah, Coke on a Monday morning before 9. Yeah, that's some diabolical work, buddy. You on a mission.
They got their priorities in line. They should let you know what's important.
That's one hell of a priority, game, for real. I mean, shit, I'm rolling up in the name of Jesus, but you
don't
razor blade in that table.
Don't bring Jesus into the roll up, bro.
Hey Mo, hey Mo, what's the word, man?
Hey, look, man, I'm going to speak real quick. You feel me? I'm about to go to the worst spot, but I said it last night in, damn, whose space was that? I think it was MC3.
Okay.
No, it was Mega. My fault. My dumb ass. It was Mega. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't think we was gonna win last night, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That nigga Jared Allen stepped up to the plate. You feel me? Hey, listen. I said it last night in that space too, bro. I feel like if you beat these niggas, you can beat the fucking Knicks, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. If Mobley lock in on Cat and you make these niggas one dimensional where Brunson has to play superhero, you gonna fucking give these niggas a run for their fucking money.
Before you go, Mo.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Harden did a little better. He ain't had no explosive game, but he did better. Right?
One
they
turnover,
cleaned up.
Mo. When did you know, Mo?
They cleaned up the turnovers because Harden and K was going band for band on turnovers, bro. I ain't gonna hold it.
Band is crazy.
They was going band for band on turnovers. But listen though, I ain't gonna lie.
Move the ball more than you.
Right. And look, I ain't gonna lie, Donovan. He had to watch some film. He had to get in there right because whenever he drove to that basket, he ain't get trapped by that double team no more and just couldn't dish the ball.
Anthony Edwards, I think about what you kept saying about Anthony Edwards. Every time the nigga was getting trapped, I said, man, this nigga keep talking about Anthony Edwards and doing the Anthony Edwards shit. Please don't do that shit.
Man, but hey, he got it done. But hey, listen, they are 14 days of rest, so they gonna have some fresher legs. But yeah, they just need to stay locked in, bro. That's all they need to do. Like Mobley and JA, they had great games yesterday. Like Mobley almost had damn near a double-double.
Before you go, we was all nervous, but at what point in the game would you comfy?
They better not be watching no Wheel of Fortune, no Jeopardy, no nothing. Because
they
need to be watching
at 4 minutes in the third,
all episodes of film
all day.
How far is it from the comparison from K to Jalen Brunson? How far is the gap?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think the gap is a little bit bigger. Cade is a bigger body. Brunson is just smaller, more compact. It could get lower. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie though. Brunson got a little more playoff experience than Cade, so I don't think he just gonna go out there and
that's a fact
and struggle like Cade just did last night. Like that's a young team where in a couple years, hey man, they get another nigga next to that nigga Cade. Nigga, it's gonna be trouble.
Damn, why y'all not going off of Mo? I just said the exact same thing. Y'all trying to kill me.
You ain't say the exact same.
Hey man, cause look, man. Hey man, cause look, you are OKC fan. We don't listen to y'all, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
The respect wasn't in it. The respect wasn't in it, King.
I told him where he worried about Jalen. He need to worry about first.
You got a nigga that's 8'15". You got a nigga that's 8'9" on the squad. Boy, you better. That's what you need to worry about.
Hey man, we got a nigga that's fucking 8'5". They around the same height. We cool.
Telling you.
Hey, who Shea guarding tonight, King? Because he they say he got a guard now this series.
Got guard who? He can guard one of the best defensive guards in the league.
I heard his defense straight.
He can guard Castle. He can guard the Champagne. We don't really care about putting him on Fox. Fox not really that crazy of a factor. Fox been kicked out of the offensive, importance of the team.
One thing you could do, they say, to slow down somebody like offensive scorer like that, man, you make him guard, make him use his energy on both sides of the court. So,
well, that's one thing about Shea. He plays defense, so it's not like he don't, and he's getting forced to play defense.
No, he can play some defense.
You gotta see how he hold up.
It's gonna work against him, though.
I don't care for the Spurs or OKC. I just want somebody to shake Wembanyama out them goddamn ankles of his.
I ain't gonna lie. And if you think it's gonna happen in the OKC series, hey, I got something to tell you. Cause listen, that matchup, but he don't like Chet, bro. He gonna have Chet every chance he can get, bro. He don't like him, man.
Hey, let him guard Chet all he wants to. He can put in that pick and roll. He got a guard nigga on the perimeter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but see, I ain't gonna lie. That's the thing, though. Chet not no slouch in the pick and rolls, though, bro. So it's like, I don't know, people like
who the X factor in that series? Is it Chet?
We see the little videos going around, niggas trying to play my boy Chet. But niggas don't be putting up when he be dunking all over this nigga Wemby and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wemby's definitely getting banged on.
100%. And niggas really think that it's the Chet versus Wemby shit. Like, no, we put fucking Isaiah Hartenstein on that nigga, bro. He's way bigger than Chet, way more solid, and then Wemby struggles against him.
All right, y'all got strategies.
Like, we really.
I ain't gonna lie though. I kind of feel like Kevin Garnett too, and what he said about Wemby too. Like a lot of these niggas, like, hey, a lot of these overseas niggas, they cool, but they wouldn't be able to hang with KG and them niggas. Like KG and Payton, I don't think that Wemby could hang with them niggas.
Yeah, Wemby he's trying to get that bravado.
He's trying, but he can't, bro. He won't be able.
On the defensive end, yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't think nobody's stopping Wemby on the offensive end either, though. At that size, with what he doing, ain't nobody stopping him.
I mean, the only person that stop him is himself, really. Like, he sometimes he just don't be aggressive, or he just be getting too trigger happy with the shot. You know.
But I mean, he can do that. He's 7'5". You think every shot's a good shot? Ain't nobody can test him. Shit.
Good shot until you hit it.
Who the X factor in our series, Phil?
Was we saying the same thing about KD? I don't think so.
Not when KD came in, we saw more of him. A lot of people ain't see Wemby. I saw him play a little bit when he was in overseas and stuff.
People watch Wemby. He was worldwide before he even got to the league, bro. Literally.
Not like
yes, he was.
I'm talking.
Yes, he was, bro.
I'm talking about when he was playing like the Euro League. Now I'm not talking about when he's playing international games like versus us and stuff. I'm talking about like actual like in the Euro League. Like people weren't really watching that because not that many people have access to it and want to go look it up.
So let me ask you then: did people pay attention?
People started watching when he was in the G League. When he came to the G League, that's when they were watching.
Did people was people paying attention to Luka?
I was
not until international play. Once international play started happening, then people saw him. Yeah, but when people like, who is that? People didn't know.
No. People they listened to the EuroLeague games. They were
I was about to say
games.
How many games did y'all watch of Luka?
Me
0.
I watched 2 games. The first one, I'm gonna be honest. First one I fell asleep on. I ain't gonna lie. I fell asleep on the first, but the second one I actually watched because I wanted to see his game, and he showed flashes of what he could do. Now it was just like how them overseas players are. They play like real.
Yeah, they play real
basketball. Yeah, real structured basketball. So like you seen the flashes,
Flashes is shit for trash.
You didn't see the explosiveness that he has now. Where I mean, he even came over here and said it's easier to score over here. So like.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't put you as like a casual fan mode, like, because you really, when you get interested in something, you go look for it, you go seek it out, you go seek information. But like casual people that just watch the NBA and just watch basketball, which is like 90% of the fan base, they weren't going out and seeking Luka or Wemby. Like, they weren't doing that because you have to go around hoops to go get it. Like, to go watch the G League and watch Wemby on the select team versus Scoot. Like, people weren't watching that. They might thought highlights, but they weren't watching it.
All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Get over on the Spaces. We over there in
when you saw Wemby versus
Talking Cavs.
10 times better than Wemby because Scoot was cooking.
Check in, man. I got to check in and support the team.
And then we get into the league.
Welcome to Real McCoy TV, where faith intertwines with daily life, empowering us to inspire positive change. Our mission is not just to share our story, but to uplift our community and celebrate authentic tales of faith and family. Journey with us and witness Cleveland's vibrant sports scene alongside heartwarming church events and cherished family moments, all showcasing our shared values. New content graces your screens every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday evenings, making it easy to engage with us on this enlightening adventure. We invite you to be part of the Real McCoy experience. Whether you wish to call in, join discussions, or collaborate, your voice matters. Plus, support our mission through Cash App, GoFundMe, or Patreon. Together, we create a thriving community of faith and support where every contribution counts.